Good evening, all of you. My name is Rathnaweera. First of all, I need to thank you for giving this chance. So, I'm about to do presentation regarding my research report. This dissertation was carried out under the supervision of Senior Professor K.G.P.K. Weerakoon, University of Rathnaweera. My research title is Study on Urban Recreational Waterfront Development Projects in Colombo, Sustainable Assessment. Uh, these are topics which I expected to describe under this presentation. Uh, when I was considered about the background of the study during 18th and 19th century, all of we know urbanization and industrialization had occurred. Because of that, most of the people who live in rural areas pulled to the urban area. From that, there was a overpopulation and there happened lack of urban lands. So housing developments are generated in environmentally sensitive areas. Due to this reason, happened flooding situation. Because of this, there is a necessity of the water retention projects. And these recreational waterfront developments are developed as a boundary demarcation against for these encroachments. Nowadays there is a higher necessity of these developments in a sustainable way. According to that, when I was reviewing the literatures regarding these topics, there were more and more research articles on that, but there is a lackiness on the research articles regarding the sustainability of the urban recreational uh, waterfront developments, and especially in Sri Lanka, no one has done studies on this topic. Further, most of the people didn't think about the sustainability of these type of developments. Therefore, I thought to do study regarding the factors that affect on sustainable urban recreational waterfront developments. uh, these are my objectives of the research study, and to achieve this general objective, I followed up these specific objectives. Uh, my general objective is analyze the existing waterfront developments to ensure the urban sustainability. To achieve this, firstly, I identified nature of the existing situation of these developments, and I developed criteria to identify sustainability of waterfront developments in Sri Lanka. Finally, I assessed the sustainability of existing waterfront developments in the Colombo urban area, specially focused on Diethuina Park and Bellangula project. Now you can see my about my literature review. When I was reviewing the literature, I could find articles on these key factors such as urbanization, water retention basins, waterfront and waterfront developments, sustainable developments, and sustainable waterfront developments. And these definitions, which I extracted from the scholar articles which are done by the researchers. Um, uh, these are my case study areas. In this study, I was selected two case study areas such as Deethuina Park and Bellangala Veeraskanga project. Both of these projects now used as recreational waterfront developments, but you can see earlier these lands situated as marshy lands. In that situation, no one can get benefit. Nowadays, both of them are constructed as boundary demarcation for the water retention basins. These projects also mainly focused on the flood mitigation, and especially the Ethona project is mainly based on the Devanavaya, and Bellangala Veeraskanga is surrounded by the Veeraskanga Park. Now you can see geographical locations of those parks and past and present conditions of these areas. I chose qualitative approach as research approach of my study, and as the population, I interviewed professionals that have engaged with these developments. And by using judgmental sampling method, I interviewed nine professionals from UDA, SLLTC, CEA, and our local authority, Borlaskuma Urban Council. I collected both of the primary data and secondary data, and as the primary data collection method, I used participatory observation method and in-depth interviews through the interview guide. For the literature survey used for the secondary data collection method, finally, I analyzed my collected data by using the content analysis method. Uh, Accordingly, when I was doing the analysis, I had to identify the nature of urban recreational waterfront developments. Developments. According to the interviewers, these types of developments are mainly based on the water retention projects, and their main task is adding the recreational value. As stated by the respondents, water retention projects have so many positive impacts as well as negative impacts. The main purpose and main positive impact is mitigation of the flood, but degradation of natural environment is the negative impact of these developments and projects. However, these developments enhance the recreational value through relaxing environment and integration of the cultural and natural values. Uh, Accordingly, after that, I could extract these criteria from the interviewers' ideas, and under environment, social, and economic factors, because unless integration of these three factors, there will be not any sustainable development. According to that, interviewers expressed their ideas as these based on their experiences and knowledge. Finally, I assessed whether selected two case study areas followed these factors or not. Both of the projects are followed up this project. Uh, in the environment sustainability, there are six environment criteria where criteria were defined in connection to case 1 and case 2. Study areas, namely evaluation of ecological consequences, protection of natural resources, landscape enhancement, avoidance of polluting material usage, eco-friendly building materials, and flood mitigation. As shown in this table, both of the projects have got approvals, and Rathnaweera Park has separate area consisting special fauna and flora species and provided green garden chairs in strategic locations. All respondents 100% in case 1 with first rank, and 88% in case 2. Now you can see some pictures of those projects. Rathnaweera Park, I already said Rathnaweera Park has separate area for special fauna and flora species, and Wellamla Park has stone tiles in with plant patches of green, and both projects have provided trash bins in strategic locations, but these projects did not use environmentally friendly construction materials, and materials which used have some bit of pollution materials. So for the main aim of this both of project is mitigation of the flood. Mm, in social sustainability, there are 7 social criteria were found in respect to the case 1 and case 2 study settings. In this context, these parks have two-way jogging. Both of these parks have two-way jogging tracks for cycling and jogging facilities, and there is separate outdoor area for the fitness activities with basic equipment. It is shown in from these factors I analyzed like this. According to that, the last criterion, I mean C7, was established as removal of illegal buildings, which indicated 100% in and 88% in cases 1 and 2. It was ranked top in both. Uh, in the practically, Bellangla has no possibility to boat rides, but Dayatuina provided two visitors can walk along the riverside and get experience of river boat sides. Both of the park provided separate area as the cafeteria. Earlier there were blowing 3D artworks which gained new amazing experiences, but issue is now those amazing 3D artworks are read in a bad way, whereas Kaka Park also have outdoor enjoyable place in Bellangala area. Walking track of Bellangala area connected Bellangala Rajamahawihara and Pillav temple from that project combined both of the modern and cultural aspect, and also the Park also shine by the parliamentary parliamentary or legislative complex which is connected by the Devanawaya. These are some pictures of those projects in social sustainability aspect. When assessed about the economic sustainability, the promises established 164 food stalls in the first stage and 84 food stalls in second stage. And Bellangulla Veeraskanga project also provide economic activities and more employment opportunities. Once a week, the Yatuna Park conducted the exhibition, and in that day, they all sell several plants and special fauna and flora. The Yatuna Park also have good parking area, but some of the weekends that space is not adequate. But there should have separate regulations for self-employers and street vendors to maintain the good hygiene. Now you can see that both of the projects provided adequate parking facilities. Both because of that, case 1 and case 2 in top of rank on that factor. These are some pictures of these those case study areas. Mm, in the conclusion, there have some extent of issues, and those are created necessity of the sustainable waterfront developments, and extracted issues of unauthorized constructions in the surroundings, and then tend to become private on of the particular area. Bad drainage and sewerage practices, insufficient parking facilities, more built up areas, unnecessary energy usage, inappropriate way of disposal of garbage food items like that. However, there is no clearly defined regulations regarding the overall recreational waterfront developments, and relevant authorities and institutions are provided just only certain specific types of guidelines for the specific types of projects for the time when they need it. That's a critical issue on this context. Therefore, above mentioned factors should follow to solve these issues. In the recommendation, as the recommendation, I can propose these, and there is a necessity of proper rules and regulations for these, and those should be regularized. So I think all of you have a good idea about my study. Thank you all and have a nice day.